Well, I said I'd do it for you, mate, and there it is. I hope you're enjoying that little bit of tune there. Alright, let's get down to this here trading thing. Oh yeah. I'll just leave that in the background for my old mate Steve there. I know he likes a little bit of the old funktastic tunes. Listen, I've just do you remember, I don't know if you remember the last video, I don't know if you were around, it's only a week ago. Where have you been? I know I've been many places. Not that many, but you know, I've not been here, that's the main thing. I've been trading. The plan's still working. I've got to say, I'm 11 weeks away from retirement. Whether I can hold it together for that long, I'm not sure. I've been having an incredible run the last couple of weeks, but you know what happens with those? Get too confident, get too cocky, etc, etc. But anyway, what I'm doing this video for today is because last week I talked about an indicator I came up with, and it's basically one I got hold of and I manipulated it and tweaked it and all sorts over the years. And today is where we are with it now. Now, last week I said I was going to try it on the 4-hour. Got to be honest with you, got bored stiff. I just couldn't hack it waiting for signals on the 4-hour across loads of pairs. I thought, oh no. And then I did take a couple of trades on it on a demo, and it wasn't great. So I thought, this isn't working, let's do something else. But I was just messing about like you do, and I came up with this, which is, we've got a H1 chart on the left, and we've got a pound New Zealand on the right. Sorry, pound New Zealand 15 minute on the right. So pound New Zealand 1 hour on the left, pound New Zealand 15 on the right. And there's dead simple rules. Well, I say simple. These arrows, they're just indications that we could consider taking a trade. But what I'm working on is, this needs to be in the downward position, so red dots above. And then this also obviously needs to be the same. But rather than taking it on this arrow, which is Lag City, I figured if it got within 10 pips of these dots, I'd have an entry with a 30 pip stop, maybe 25. I don't know really. 25's pretty good. And then if I went for a 2-to-1, I can get 50 pips there. Same again. Let's get 10 pips away roughly. Say there. So then we can. Well, we get an extremely good day there, don't we? If we could have held onto it, given the speed of that candle, I'd have probably held. Hey, that's going to be good, isn't it? You know what I'm thinking? So then I'm thinking, how close are we here? Yeah, we're close enough here. So if you can get a limit script, I've got a limit script I've written for this, because I'm going to try this next week. I mean, this thing bombs like a soul. And then, just at the end of the day there, doesn't stop you out at 25 pips. Still offers you another 50 pips on a Friday afternoon. I love this pair. I've been trading live this pair for about 2 weeks, 3 weeks now. And I've never had so much fun. It's exciting. I don't need to panic too much because it'll give me my money back. Because it's, as long as I get a good, reasonable entry, it'll give me my money back because it moves that much. You just got to get a piece of that. Never mind that. This one's for you. Steve, are you still here? Yeah, it's from my old friend Steve there out in the Midwest. Somewhere. Actually, I don't know where he lives, but anyway, I know he likes that song. Lots of people do. I do especially. Like a bit of funk, love a bit of groove. Let's get on down. Alrighty, let's go. What they say is if you haven't got the blues, you got a hole in your soul. Something like that. So, what we're going to do then next week is I'm going to try and trade this somewhere. I'll find the demo account somewhere. This one's no good. I blew it up by accident. I think there's about 12 quid in this one. I put it on, not realising it was a basically £10 was the same as 100 because it's not a spread bet account, so I blew it up by accident. I've just completely took my eye off it. Come back to it. I was thinking, bloody hell, I've got no money left. I'm broke. But then I thought, actually, I am broke. And I just crumpled into a ball of tears. It's like a little bit of a triangle on the left channel I could hear then. Hear that? Just on the half beat there. Very good. Very good. I don't think I'm the only musician that trades. I've noticed I've acquired another follower who's on the well, I don't know, it's called a follower. What are they called when they're a subscriber? I found another subscriber joined me last week on this trading journey, and he's also a musician by the looks, and quite an interesting one because it looks like he's a bit of an analog keyboardy kind of person like myself, likes a few keyboards, except for I just won't go down the road of buying old analog keyboards anymore, as much as I'd love to, but you know, they just take time, and then you got to repair them as well. But so I found, I don't think I'm the only musician out there. I know other traders that are musicians. Simpleton's a musician, a mighty fine one too, may I say. Yeah, he can do this. Nice bit of Hammond on the right channel there. Yeah, it's a pretty good, all-round good piece of music, this one is. I do like it. Nice bit of Hammond. We've got the electric piano. We've got all the classic instruments going on in there. So, alright, that's enough about me. Let's see how this trade goes. Should we just pan back on this a bit? See if we can try and figure out what day is this. This is the 3rd of July, so that's here, isn't it? That's the 4th, so that's the 3rd, is it? So at about 8 o'clock, we've got a red. 10 o'clock, we've got a sell signal. So anytime after here, we're looking for a sell signal. Did we get there? No. Not close enough. Not close enough. No, do you know what? I think I might need to remeasure this. I think I'm measuring it that way, which obviously I can't do because those dots don't exist. I might have to rethink this. That's 10 pips, 12 pips. How far away are these? Oh, that would have been a fill there, and that was a few pips on the table. Not enough for a 2-to-1 though. But when you see one of these, you know you're in for a big pullback, don't you? So. But that, because that was in this range of here, look, see, so I assume this was, what time was that? I'm just want to have a check of this, actually. So on the 4th at 10:30, let's have a look. On the 4th at 12 o'clock, so that at that point, this wasn't a buy. It wasn't a buy until 2 hours later, which is here. Whether you'd have thought about buying it, I don't think so. You might have bought it here. It'd be too late at night then. I finished by then. You need to do this in the London session, I think, as well. So probably no trades that day. Let's have a look here. What a tune. God, while I'm looking at this, I'll just put some more music. Right, so going another way on the 2nd, we were in the blue area at, say, 10 o'clock. Right, so it's a bit early for that. This was ahead of the left side. So here onwards, we're looking for an entry. And this is probably the closest you get. I mean, let's face it, if you've seen these pin bars and you've got this on the left, I mean, look at these wicks. You've got to be getting in here, haven't you? And running 25 risk. 85 pips there. Listen, we should all be millionaires watching my channel. I don't know why I'm not a millionaire. I think I might know, though. I know who's got all the money. I know who's hodling, who's collecting all the tokens for beer. Alright! It's Sunday! Oh, what great news for England yesterday. As an England person, supporter, of course. Not a massive football fan, but, you know, you can't really deny that England did play well yesterday. And who knows what could happen? You know, we could actually get past the next round. We've got to go one round at a time. Keep the feet on the ground, everybody. Never mind saying it's coming home. You're putting the lads under pressure. Just say, do your best, lads. You know, if it don't work out, we'll still have a beer together. You know, Kane, you're all right. Lingard, we'll still play Fortnite together. Don't worry. He's not as good as me at Fortnite anyway. He's certainly not as good as my son. Jeez, that kid can build and run and shoot and all sorts. Oh, he's just appeared in the room. Do you want to say hello? Say hello. Put your mouth on the way.
Say hello.
See, that's my lad. He's got his own YouTube channel, actually. What's your YouTube channel called? Yeah, Cheddar's TV. Oh, and he's got a cold by the sounds. Anyway, listen. It looks like this works. Should we see if we can find a really big one? This looks like a good one, doesn't it? I think we might have missed this one. What's this one on the... Oh, that's the 29th of June, so that's got to be over here somewhere, isn't it? 29th of June. We were in the blue. Now, if we'd have took that, that was the signal. It was the right time of day, 8 o'clock in the morning. We'd have took it with a 25 pip stop. We'd have got our 2-1 in no time. I reckon you could trade this 3-1. Anyway, listen, we need to just play with it, don't we? Next week, we'll have a play with it and see how we go. Right now, I'm going to sign off because the wife's come home and the house is just going to go mental now because the kids are all home. We've got one with sneezing his head off. It's like the bubonic plague in this house. But I'm not in London. I'm smack in the middle of England. I can go to all four corners and it's all the same distance. Well, not quite. But anyway. Right then, I think it's time I got my blueberry and curry sandwiches. Can't beat some blueberries with some curry powder sprinkled on them, mashed up into a sandwich. That's definitely the new way to go. I'll leave you with a little bit of music. I'll fade it out nice and quiet. This is for you, Steve. Y'all take care now. Goodbye, old chaps. See you soon. Take care.